Hello everyone and welcome to my channel. Today I'm going to be doing a review of the BC25T, the tier 10 French medium tank. So we're going to jump straight into it. First we're going to look at the engine. You can see it has a horsepower of 720 horsepower. So again, it's not too much, but the tank does weigh hardly anything. So you're going to be flying around really. As you can see, due to the power to weight ratio, you've got 28.48 horsepower per tonne, which does get this tank moving nice and quickly around the battlefield. Top forward speed 65 kilometers an hour, nice and quick, you're going to be getting around everywhere. Reverse speed 23 kilometers an hour, which is lovely, and a nice low fire chance of 10%, which is also not bad at all. Obviously you want to try and avoid being hit in the engine, as that's probably your main weapon in this thing is its mobility and speed. Next we'll have a look at the gun. So you have three guns on this tank. Start off with a 90mm f3, which you don't want to use, the 100mm SA47, which again you don't want to use, and the 105mm gun, which is the one that you want to pick. Taking a better look into the gun, the reload time base is 44 seconds, that's with no cruise skills and stuff like that. Aiming time of 2.7 seconds, accuracy at 100 meters is 0.38, so it's not very accurate, you are going to want to get up nice and close. Accuracy on the moving tank is 4.2 meters, accuracy on rotating the turret is 2.3, so you're not really going to be hitting any shots unless you try and use a sorry, give me 1 second. Unless you try and use a vertical stabilizer, sorry, yeah. So if you want to use a vertical stabilizer, it will increase the accuracy on turning the turret and moving of the tank. Max range, 720 meters of the gun. Max elevation 11 degrees, you have no gun elevation, so you are going to have to kind of make your way up to tanks if they're up on hills and stuff like that, or try and angle your hull upwards on a rock or something to get the gun pointed. Depression 6 degrees, again not great at all, you're not going to be shooting down anyone. And shots per clip you have 5, so a potential damage of 1950 per clip. You can clip quite a few tanks, obviously tier 8s and stuff like that you'll be able to clip, just be careful when facing the top tier tanks. An inch-clip reload between each shell is 2.73 seconds, so it's not too long at all. Take a look at the tracks. Obviously we see a rotation speed of 42 degrees a second and nice low terrain resistances on soft and medium terrain, so it's not bad at all. Really, it is very nimble tank. It does turn fairly slowly though in like sludgy conditions, so just be aware of that. D range 400 meters is absolutely fine. If you want to scout in this, whack some binoculars on or coated optics is probably better. And a rotation speed of 38 degrees on the turret, so it's not too slow at all. Signal range 750 meters, you're not going to have a problem with that. You have two types of shells in the Batchat. You have the armor piercing composite rigid APCR shells, and you have the heat shells. One problem that I do find with this tank is you can only carry 30 rounds of ammunition. So be very careful, so you only have 6 clips worth. This is the setup I like to use. Again, I like to carry 25 APCR rounds and 5 heat rounds, just because this tank is most dangerous when you circle an enemy when they're secluded and alone, and with a heat shell there's a lot more chance that the shell will be eaten by the tracks than it would be with an APCR cell, so that's just something you have to keep an eye out for really. As you can see, shell velocity is lovely, 1460 on the APCR shells, but 800 on the heat shells, so obviously that's something to look out for as well. Penetration on the gun, 259 with 390 alpha damage with APCR, and 330 penetration and 390 with heat. Also HE, I don't carry any of it, but 53 penetration and 480 damage, so if you do see a Waffen Traeger 100, stuff like that with low armour, stage 2, stuff like that, then I'd say take some of that and you'll be able to take them out a lot quicker. So we'll just pop into the equipment that I use on the tank. I use improved vents just because it's nice and cheap. Wet ammo rack just because the ammo rack, if it gets damaged, you're going to be taking nearly a minute and a half to reload. Enhanced gun lane drive just to get the reload time down as quick as possible. And consumables wise, I just use all the small consumables. But that's enough for the quick review, so we'll pop into some gameplay and show you how it plays. Hello everyone, and welcome back. So we're on the map Rosane. It's very important on this map that you have good coverage on all sides of the map, from heavy tanks, mediums, lights, tank destroyers, etc. Just because if you do lose one side on this map, you're screwed basically. So me and this batch at 12T are just going to push up to the east side of the map. Just see what we can do scouting wise and just see. As you can see, most of our tanks have gone left, it seems like, up towards the castle area. This tank is, due to the armour and stuff of it, you've got to be very, very careful where you play it and where you put it. So we've got ourselves into a bush, marked up. As you see, the accuracy and the aiming time here. Put one shot into the side of the Pantera. Quick reload time, another shot into him. But unfortunately, we're not going to get another shot to take him out. As you can see, stage 2 FV4005 has just pulled up. I take one shot at him. It's very risky now. I know he's going to start aiming at me. I'm pulling back as quick as I can. You see the 23 kilometers an hour reverse speed. Managed to put 2 shots into him, pull him back, take a couple of hits though from the front, which is unfortunate, and that's very silly of me. So now I've lost 800 of my hit points. But we'll just have to try and play kind of more passively now than sit in the bush and trying to snipe them from far away. But not too bad of a start. Already got 1,500 damage and stuff like that, so it's not too bad at all. As you see, I'm starting to call for help for the tanks. One of the tank destroyers replies affirmative and they're coming back. I'm trying to get the light tank to fall back just to a safer position so he doesn't get overrun. Just about to reload the gun after about 40 seconds or so. And I see a T62A pushing up towards our other tanks, so I'm going to look for a slight shot on him. As you see, the accuracy here is not too bad at all. There's the shell velocity, one shot into the side of the T62A. It goes behind the rock, so I can't get another shot at him, but is he going to come out the other side? Try to take a blind shot, unfortunately it misses, so now I have 3 shots in the clip. I see the object 27E coming up, so I'm spotted now. He knows I'm going to be here. Can we snap a quick shot into him, snap a quick shot in and damage his ammo rack, which is nice. I'm just going to try and pull back a little bit now. You can see the bad gun elevation here and stuff like that, but I'm just going to move to a different position, just trying to put shots on this T62A, as he's putting a lot of pressure on our artillery and our tank destroyers around this side of the map. So I'm just going to fall back a little bit, just to get some different high ground, see if I can get a better view. In this tank, the speed of this tank really does help you get to these positions, like if you want to relocate and stuff like that, it really helps the speed. So the T62A obviously doesn't have a clue I'm here, about 470 metres away. Put one nice shot into him there, and managed to pick him off. So that's our first kill of the game, done 2,769 damage, and have spotted assisted 829 damage, so we've got another 34 seconds just to reload the gun. Just going to look for where the best place for me to go is, so I decide to head north up the map and flank around the back of the remaining tanks and just see what more damage we can do and just pick them off from behind. So this is the best position for this tank, is just to get in behind and flank the enemy. Now they are starting to get lower on health and stuff like that. It's really easy to be able to just come up behind them, quickly circle them. Auto-lock your gun onto them is something that's quite useful in this tank, and then just circle around, just don't let them point their gun at you and just rip them apart basically. So as you can see, we're putting a lot of pressure on this SU-130PM up here. See if we can take him out. See a T-54 just behind him and the STG just there. I tried to snap a shot, he bounces off me, but I decided it's not the right move for me to make. It's just to push him and attack him when I've got the 2 other enemy tanks there. So I'll try to push back up the hill a little bit, see if I can snap some shots into the T-54. So first shot, didn't give enough lead unfortunately. Second shot, penetrates. Third shot, penetrates and detracts him. Fourth shot, takes him out. So easy as that really in this tank, very, very easy. Got one more shot in the clip. Can we take out the STG with it? Yes we can. Now just another 42-second reload. As you can see, we've done 4,245 damage, blocked 390, and have assisted 829 damage so far. Now we're just going to have to wait for it to reload again. As you can see, we're already down to 10 rounds left, and that's me missing quite a few. So you can see where the lower ammo capacity of this vehicle does let it down a little bit. Now I know there's only a couple of tanks left, but I don't really want to push that AMX-30B at the moment, so I'm just going to wait for the gun to reload a little bit. Realise that he's the last tank left, so I decided to push and help the back chap, 12T. So we come around the corner, got 2 seconds, 1 shot in. This shows how dangerous this tank can be if you get behind someone. 2 shots, can we take him out? 3 shots for 5,253 damage in that game. And again, that's not a phenomenal game for this tank, it's just a very bog standard game. But that is it for this short video, quick review and gameplay of the Batchat 25T. I hope you've enjoyed. Please comment down below for which tank you would like to see next. I'll try and do some longer reviews next time. Hope you've enjoyed. Thanks for watching. I'm out.